Oh boy, hello and welcome. I am, as always, your host, the one and only Eliza Barr. Woo! And we are totally going to play the Daily Challenge here in Spelunky. It is the Daily Challenge. We're going to play as yellow, like always. You know the deal. We're going to play for at least 20 minutes here on camera. I didn't do any warm-ups at all before this. I was actually playing Doom. So much fun with that game. I have way too much fun playing Doom, I think. It's probably not legal, at least in California. Then again, nothing is actually legal in California, I think, except weed, but only under very specific circumstances because sometimes it isn't legal. I don't get it. If you're going to legalize something, just legalize it. But if they just legalized it, then they wouldn't be able to carve out exceptions for this group or that group, and it would just ruin the politician's money grab. Which is all it is. Bull crap, he hit me. Bull crap. Okay, get up here, get that, grab that, hop down, hop down, hop down. Alright. Well, let's see, what do we got to talk about today? Like, something more interesting than just hop down, hop down, hop down. I was reading my APS newsletter, American Physical Society, and it was just like, it wasn't Physics Today, it was the actual newsletter, and oh my god, like half of it was full of like bullcrap, like, oh yes, we need physics to be more inclusive. Why? You don't need physics to be more inclusive. What you need is physics to be full of smart people. And if those smart people happen to be black or women, who cares? Most physicists don't care. And the ones that do are probably really old and about to die anyway, so who gives a crap? It's all a power play. Just like medical marijuana is a power play by the government of California. It's all bullcrap. If they really wanted it to not be a power play, they would not be doing... Oh, we could just use this, couldn't we? There we go. If they didn't want it to be a power play, they would not have designed the regulations the way it is. You would just be able to buy and sell it. It's real simple. Like, we invented this thing a long time ago called commerce. It allows for the free exchange of goods and services between consenting individuals. Like, it allows the specialization of labor. You know? All that stuff is out there. And what are they concerned? Oh, do you have enough women? Why does that matter? Do you have enough really smart people? That's what you need. Ultimately, it doesn't matter who those really smart people are, unless your entire thing is just you're wrapped up in politics of identity and bullcrap like that, which is stupid and terrible and bad. And people that are like that, I don't understand it. I mean, maybe that's my white male privilege showing. I don't know. I sure don't feel very privileged. I had to work hard for pretty much everything I've ever had. There's a lot of people like that. Yes, I have different struggles. You know? That's part of being different people. Just kind of let this happen down here. It's gonna bounce on that spike. There we go. And there was a skeleton. Oh my god. Well, we really gotta go get the girl now, wherever she's at. Oh, there she is. She's a nice girl. You know? Anybody who says otherwise is gonna get shot with a shotgun. See, there's my white male privilege. I'm defending a girl, and it's not even a real girl. It's a video game character. Boy, it's really great. If you'd like to purchase my white male privilege, you can bid for it. Bidding starts at like $50,000 or something. I figure that's enough to compensate me on the loss of all the benefits that I have accrued over the decades of, living. Hint, none. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. There's gonna be angry comments. I'm gonna get boycotted. And you see, that's part of the problem, is you can't even talk about this kind of stuff. Because if you talk about it, you become a target for the people that are just exploiting it for power. Okay, let's drop her down here. Kill you. Kill you. We need to go back up here. So we go in the snake pit. Is that gonna get me anything if I go in the snake pit? Oh, there's 2 shopkeepers here? What does that one have? Sticky gloves, spike boots would be nice. Oh, I have sticky bombs! How did I not notice I had sticky bombs? Okay, well, we'll do chunk chunk, and we'll hope that gets him. And it didn't get him. Okay, well, that's a big mess over there. What can we do in the meantime? We can come over here and see if we can get into some trouble this way. After wasting those bombs like that. I don't know. You know, there's stuff that happens, and that stuff needs to be looked at. It's true. But I don't think that stuff should be the overriding issue. Like, the thing of the day that people need to deal with. My ranting gets me killed. That's fine. Let's just go do a regular run away from this crap. Yep, I finished a little ahead of Digi. That's crazy. Ah, it's stupid. All that kind of stuff, it just makes me angry, because it's like, we have real problems that we should be working towards solving. And instead you want to focus on this little bullcrap minutia stuff. That in the grand scheme of things, like, you know what oppressed people are like? The kulaks in the Soviet Union. All their property is stolen, then they're shipped to Siberia where they die. The white farmers in Zimbabwe. All their property is stolen, then they are expelled from the country, or flee of their own accord to get the heck out of Dodge. Because the government just took all their stuff and deprived them of all their rights. That's what oppression is like. Black people had that at one point in this country, sadly. This country being America. Like, that is sad. It's bad. Nobody should be treated like that. Anybody. But to tell me bullcrap like, just because I'm born white, I'm somehow better? Like, don't you see the racism there? You're telling people that they're better or worse just because of their skin color? That's insanity. It's racism. That's what it is. It's straight up paternalistic racism. That's exactly the crap that the Jim Crow era laws did. It's yeah, the mechanics are completely different, but the whole point of it seems to be to build resentment on both sides so that people fight. And I am not down with that. I don't like fighting. Like, there's no reason for people to get into arguments most of the time. Sometimes arguments are important, but this kind of stuff, really, all you have to do is be excellent to each other. Treat each other like decent human beings. Stop looking for things to push buttons on. And if you do that, everybody be pretty happy. And this isn't saying something like, you know, well, we should not, like, react when somebody, you know, beats up somebody just because they're black or whatever. No, I'm not saying that. If that happens, that's terrible. That person should be, well, prosecuted for the assault they committed. You know? I'm in trouble. Everybody's going to be after me now. The Social Justice Army is marshaling its darker forces here. And, this is the end of Elizabeth. Totally is. Probably not. Totally is. Probably not. It's just not how it should be. We should all be equal in the eyes of the law. You see, that's the key part. The eyes of the law. When you start favoring one group over another, even if the favoring is done with the best of intentions, they aren't equal anymore. But then you can argue things like, but you've got your inbuilt social blah blah blahs. No, I don't. My family was dirt poor, and the odds are pretty good that I was going to end up being dirt poor. Except I worked my butt off. I spent a lot of years braining stuff really hard. And in the end, I didn't even get a job in my own field. You want to talk about discrimination? How's that for discrimination? I'm a trained nuclear astrophysicist. I used to blow stars up. What do I get a job doing? Not blowing stars up. I'm not even a scientist by, trade. Just by training. Now, granted, most of the time, I really enjoy my job. But am I going to let that dominate my life? Is that all I am? A person who has a grievance? No. That is not who I am. Not even remotely. I got plenty of grievances, don't get me wrong. I got a list of people. You know? People that have done me dirty, have done my family dirty. But who cares? In the end, and... oh god, I'm about to quote Linkin Park. In the end, it doesn't even matter, you know? It's like, stuff happened, who cares? You have to deal with it and move on. As somebody's being, just a terrible person, then they're a terrible person. The reasons why don't really matter. Like, who cares? Oh, but they're racist. Yeah, they might be. But who cares in the end? That person apparently doesn't care. And you shouldn't care because you shouldn't let other people dominate your opinion, like what you do in your life. I don't know. This got really ranty, and it shouldn't have. Sometimes stuff just... way to go, woman. Great. Well, so much for that run. So I'm busy ranting instead of playing the game. That's the problem here. So I'm going to shut up. Let's talk about some happier things. What's happier? Well, I started watching Space Above and Beyond. That's kind of interesting. It's got a... I haven't figured out if it's a Starship Troopers or a Forever War kind of thing going on. And it starts out and it's got Arlie Ermy in it, and it's like, definitely kind of getting a Starship Troopers vibe. But once they were in combat and stuff, it started feeling more like Forever War. So I guess there's only one way I'm going to find out, and that's to keep watching it. It's an old sci-fi TV show. It was on Fox. I think I watched like half of one episode when it was actually on TV first run. Yeah, Space Above and Beyond. The pilot was enjoyable. So I'm going to look forward to watching it some more. Yeah, speaking of people being excellent people, or the lack thereof, that's kind of the problem their world ran into. Get up! Oh my god! The stupid box. I should have let him come past the box and then froze him. And that lack of excellence is definitely a problem they have. There's for whatever reason, there weren't enough people, so they built machines. This sounds familiar. Machines rebelled. Not because they could, they had independent thought to rebel. Somebody wrote a computer virus and it made them go crazy. That was kind of an interesting thing. That's not really what I would have expected. But yeah, the machine, the war they fought, the rebellion, all that, was a computer virus. Somebody wrote what they call it, the Take a Chance computer virus or something like that. I looked this stuff up on the wiki. They haven't talked about that in the TV show yet. That's kind of interesting. Ooh, I should have broken in there and got that crate. Oh well. It's kind of interesting. That whole thing they got going on. So the robots rebel. Well, they had also, like, been manufacturing people, what they call them, in vitros, or the derogatory term was tanks. And they were treated like a real underclass, like everything. It wasn't just casual racism. It was not institutionalized racism. It was very overt racism, like Jim Crow era the South. Like, we're talking bad stuff. And, you know, that's not cool. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Except maybe Hitler. Oh yeah, Hitler reference. Way to be hip and cool, Elizabeth. Yeah, we'll blow that up. Get the girl. Now, of course, it makes for good dynamics, because I can already see that the way his character is going to progress, he's going to learn about emotions and things like that, because he doesn't really have one. That character being the one character that is one of those in vitro people. Like, his character arc is going to be, he's going to discover emotions, and he's going to build solid ties. He's going to learn what it means to be a human and all that. That promises to be kind of interesting. And everybody else in his unit is basically prejudiced against him, except for one guy. The one guy that's not prejudiced against him died in the pilot. We'll put her there. So he's kind of doing stuff for that guy. I'm very much looking forward to watching how that show goes now. And I'm just kind of thinking to myself, man, I should have watched this, you know, when it was on the first time. Maybe, you know, my viewership would have helped the ratings out enough that they could have stayed on. Probably not. Probably not. But it sure would have been nice. Like, a lot of shows do that, especially old Fox shows. I mean, Firefly, am I right? I have only ever watched like one episode of Firefly, so don't crucify me, okay? I'm gonna fix that. Don't get mad, alright? I'm gonna watch more Firefly, I promise, I promise. My topics have just been rambling all over the place. So Space Above and Beyond looks like it's gonna be a pretty interesting show. I don't know if it's gonna be a good show. At least it promises to be interesting. And really, you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from a television show. I mean, you can ask for it to be entertaining. But even there... Alright, so we'll just jump that. Oh, I saw you, buddy. Ooh. Nice work. Where's the safe spot? There's a safe spot. Ooh, let's blow that up. Yeah, there's nothing over there. Nothing over here. Except the spider. Who's gonna kill me. Alright, well, that was successful. Wow! I don't believe I got out of that. Ah, freaking freak. Great. Dark stages. I hate dark stages. Out of all the crap Spelunky throws at you, dark stages are maybe my least favorite. So it's right here. Let's just get out. Bye-bye. Whew. Nice work. Anyway, it's just a shame more people don't subscribe to my be excellent philosophy, because that's all it is. Like, That's the secret. You just be excellent to each other. Stop trying to get ahead of everybody else. I mean, yeah, you should get what's yours. But what's mine is not what's yours. And what's yours is not what's mine. You know, we have separate property. We're different people. We're interested in different things. Yeah, sure, I would just love to be rich. But I'm not willing to steal to be rich. I'm not willing to force a bunch of other people to do what I want so that I can get ahead. And maybe that's a, mistake on my part. Maybe I should live that way. I'd rather not, though. No, I don't want to be that scumbag kind of person. It doesn't matter, like, what race or gender you are. Anybody can be that kind of bad person. You know? Being a jerk is pretty much one of those human constants. Like, every culture has jerks. I'm gonna kill him, just because I can. Let's go get that crate. I should have got that crate before I rescued her. Okay. I guess that was worth getting, but not that great of a thing. That crate wasn't great. Oh. So, at least we made it to the jungle sometime during the run here. Okay, he's dead, and the other dude's dead. Alright, that's fine. They can be dead if they want to. Well, they can leave their friends behind. But their friends aren't dead, and I'm not dead. Well, they're no friends of mine. Bop. Alright. I meant to grab onto this one with that jump. Whew. I really don't like that thing when you gotta do that spike swinging like that. Spike swinging. That brick of gold suggests that, dead shopkeeper? No, he's a living shopkeeper, and he made the mistake of being over there. No idea where the girl is, but let's get out of here anyway. I don't know, somebody's going to say something like, Elazbar, if you were one of the people in those groups, you would feel differently. I don't know that I would. I come from one of the last places where it is acceptable to make fun of people simply for who they are. Alright? Because I come from Kentucky. People call me hillbilly. Well, if they notice how I speak, they do anyway. And is that fair? Like, that's a pretty bad insult to call somebody that. Call somebody a redneck. Like, some people embrace it, but it's the same kind of embracing of a bad thing that you see in other cultures, where they turn that, what should be something bad, into solidarity and a point of pride. But the term's an insult. Make no mistake. It is a freaking flippin' howdy-doo-dah insult. That compass would be nice. But I'm not sure how I'm going to get that compass. Let's put a bomb here. Well, not what I intended. I did not have a parachute. I apparently thought I did. Okay. He's dead. Monkey. Kill you. Oh, she died. Oh well. I like how that's my reaction. Oh well. She's dead. Somebody's death should be a lot more tragic than oh well. I'm gonna try to get the compass. So actually, do something really stupid. And it worked. I don't believe that worked. But it did! Let's get out of here. We still have 2 health. I'm amazed. I don't know. I'm not sure I'm going to post this after my rant. That seems like that's going to get me in a lot of trouble. And I hate trouble. I don't like being in trouble. Does anybody really like being in trouble? Probably not. Come on, jump. Thank you. Okay. Grab the girl. Put her there. We will definitely take that collie. Okay. Now I was kind of hoping for a scorpion. Lesbark, you were hoping for a scorpion? Yes. Yes, I was. We must have missed the black market. I bet the entrance was back on the first stage of this. And, all I can feel is kind of a oh well feeling, you know? This jungle was not conducive to me exploring around. Phew, a shotgun. Well, that's gonna do me a lot of good. Just keep shooting. Cool, they're both dead. And we'll take these bombs, thank you. Who cares about... Oh, I should have went and got an eggplant. That'd been kind of fun. So I could carry it around, be completely ineffective, break it, and die horribly. No, I think we're not going to do that, actually, now that I've thought about it a little more. And, you know, I kind of get, you know, people will say something like, you know, things aren't that simple. But I disagree. Not being a jerk really is that simple. Just don't do it. You know? You don't start no trouble, there won't be no trouble. Now, somebody's pushing you around. That's not acceptable. You push right back. That is your right as a human being. Nobody has the right to take your stuff. Nobody has the right to hurt you. But just because all of that is true, and it is, doesn't mean, like, you should force people to do what you want. Even if you think it's better. You know, the whole thing, what's that saying? The cure for bad speech is more speech, or something like that. Like, I have to believe that that's true. Like, most people are inherently reasonable. If they're not, then God help us, because we're all just screwed and we don't know it yet. Well, some of us probably do know it, but I refuse to accept such a fatalistic view. Like, if I can't believe that somebody's going to help me when I really need it, and I have to rely on somebody else, like, stealing stuff from people, supposedly on my behalf. And I say this as somebody who was unemployed for like a year, you know? I've been there. I lived it. I collected the benefits because I had no choice. I was poor. It's amazing how that works. PhD, can't pay bills. Huh. Good work, buddy. And that's just life. You know? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Let's just get back to the game. So, here we are, spelunking along. And I see over here something that I want. Oh, look, it is bombs. We shall take bombs with us. And we shall go bombinate something. Now, if we had the Ankh, this is where we would die. We do not have the Ankh, however. And so, we shall not die here. We shall instead descend. And I think we're just gonna go to the temple and not worry about anything else. Because we've already kind of blown this run. Maybe if I'd been paying more attention and ranted less, we wouldn't be in this spot. But we are in this spot. We're in this spot together. You know what? Screw you. One bomb for 3, that's a pretty good trade. As we just slip right by that guy amidst all the explosions. Remember, cool guys don't look at explosions. And if you're yellow, and sure you're not technically a guy, it doesn't matter. It's still just as true. If you're cool, guy or not, you don't look at explosions. You just walk away with no sound. Come on, dude. Alright, let's just blow that up. Oh, 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 oh. There's someone over there. Let's rescue them. That's... I don't know what that journal entry was. A trap, maybe? I have no idea. I recognize all these things. Could be an item. We have all of those right now, right? So it must be a trap. Oh, a lava trap? No. Ceiling trap. Maybe that was it. Killed by 62 times. Oof. Cool, new character unlocked and promptly killed. Okay. Oh god, I was looking down at him and I wasn't paying attention to the stupid things. Alright, well, you know what? We didn't make it to the end, but we unlocked a new character. I'm going to call that a win. I'll see you guys next time. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And, don't pay too much attention to my ramblings. That was all just like stream of consciousness, just wondering about the things I read, you know? Like, I really think we should judge people on their merits. How good they are at doing things, how smart they are, how nice they are. Not on any other quality. So, there. I'm going to never talk about this again because I don't want to get, like, nuked off the internet. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.